You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, I'm Les Brown and I'm in Orlando waiting for you. We have Master the Mic this Friday and Saturday in Orlando. And I'm going to be training live. I'm going to tell you why I'm here. First, I said, it's going to be a minute before I do anything in person because of this pandemic. But I've taken all the precautions. I've got the two shots and I got the booster. I've got different types of masks. I got a plastic mask. I got a cloth mask. I got everything. I've got my different things that kill viruses. I take it, but you know what? I need to be around y'all. I just, it's, have you ever had something happen and it just jarred you? And I was thinking, I started reflecting on my life and what I started on this journey. And I realized I was born for such a time as this. I'm still here. There's some of you who, and then when I talk about mastering the mic, I'm not talking about speaking professionally. And I'm going to teach you how to make money with your voice, with your story, with your knowledge. If you're a coach, if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur and you're not in business and like to go into business, and some of you are good business people and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. But I got up today and I thought about how we can be lulled to sleep on our own greatness. And I was thinking about, because Bob Proctor, my very good friend, who died recently, and I asked myself, what is it that I would regret that I did not do if I died now? And you know what that is? That I believe more in myself. And what do you mean by that, Mr. Motivator? That when you talk about belief shows up in performance. I used to have a talk show. The talk show was canceled. And guess what? I canceled myself because I could have and had the ability to create my own talk show, and I did not do it. I didn't even think about it. What I focused on, they fired me. They let me go. And I let my own self go. And so we all have an expiration date. And I still got stuff in me. There are people that I'm supposed to train. There's work that I'm supposed to do. And I'm not going to take it with me to my grave. And so I want to say this to you. Please, I'm just saying to you, listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. You want to let life use you up. There's so much stuff that's going on right now. It's crazy. And what I realize is that the primary cause of man's suffering, as Katie said, is forgetfulness. I forgot who I am. I've overcome odds before. I've done things before, not as much as I'm capable of doing. But most importantly, here's a story that I forgot. A lady who admired me when I had my talk show a few years ago, and I don't know, somehow I just put it out of my mind because I was embarrassed. She said, "Are you Les Brown?" I said, "Yes." She called me. I like your personality, and I find you very inspiring. You've been inspiring to me. And I've written a treatment for a talk show. And I like to go around to the television studios and promote it and get somebody to buy it. And we had interviews, and the interviews were great. They were funny. They were engaging. And they said, oh my God, he's sharp. He's charismatic. He's knowledgeable. And he looks good. but he's old. And when she came and told me in the car after they had asked me to leave first and talk to her, I was old. I opened the car door. I said, that little bird chest punk called me old. I bet you I could do more push-ups than him. I'm going to go in there and challenge him now. She said, get back in the car. Get back in the car, Mr. Buck. That man's not going to do any push-ups with you. Tola, I hope you're recording this. Please record it, Tola. I was just going to talk about how old. I'm in good shape. And so she said, Mr. Brown, get back in the car. They said no, and she cried. And because all the studios said no, they rejected me because of my age. Guess what? That was not important. You know what happened? I rejected myself. I sat back in that car. She drove me back home, and I'm angry. And I should have turned that anger into creativeness and create something for myself. And I'm saying to you, you only get one shot at this thing called life. Only one shot. Life has no duplicate. And I'm saying, do what you want to do now. That there are things that can jar you, that will wake you up, and focus on using what you have right now. Don't put it off. And so that's why I'm doing this conference, Master the Mic. Why? Because I can. Because I can. And I'm because I've been focusing on me. I'm not giving any more mental bandwidth to what's happening in Ukraine and Putin and all these politicians talking out the side of their neck lying pathological liars. Politicians are not going to say, hey, Les, we're going to create an opening for you to do the rest of the things that you have lying dormant in you that God put in you. Leaders are not going to do it. It's on me. Les Brown, you telling people, bet on you. Use what you've got. Rob the cemetery of your talents, of your abilities and skills. You got some more stuff in you. There's some people out there who need your voice, who need hope, who need encouragement. So what? They say you're old. What do you say? So they rejected you. What do you say? Are you going to reject yourself? You have no excuse for not doing something in person if that's what you want to do. Just take all the right precautions and do what you need to do that feeds your life. God has blessed me to find my birth family, to see a picture last year of my father and my birth mother. God's been good to me. I'm still here. I have to start thinking. You know, sometimes funerals cause you to reflect. When I start out, Earl Nightingale, he was alive. You don't get in life what you want. You get in life what you want. Zig Ziglar, if you give enough people what they want, they will give you what you want. Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, think positive. Don't be a negative person. Jim Rohn, when the end comes for you, let it find you conquering a new mountain, not sliding down an old one. Robert Schuller, become a possibility thinker. Bob Proctor, you were born rich. Les Brown, you gotta be hungry. They're all gone. I'm still here. What am I sitting on the bench for? No. I can do it virtually. Yes, and I've been doing things virtually all around the world. But that is not enough to fulfill what's in my heart. I live a heart-centered life. And I got upset with myself, saying, what's wrong with you? This is not you. Mamie Brown's boy. Mamie Brown, she made a way out of no way. Mamie Brown raised 7 children she didn't give birth to. Mamie Brown was unstoppable. What's stopping you to serve people, to teach people what you have done? What's stopping you? Well, we can do it virtually. That's not enough if you can also do it in person. But the virus, okay, so what you going to focus on? Choose ye this day whom ye shall serve. You want to be running scared like everybody else? You are not like everybody else. And there's some people like you who feel like the walls are closing in on you. There are people like you probably talking to squirrels that's named Tyrone. And there are people like you that said, no, I need to do something else. And so that's why I came early here to Orlando, because we don't know how long we got here, and you want to live life all full out. And when I say you got to be hungry, people that are hungry are unstoppable. People that are hungry are relentless. People that are hungry, they'll find a way or make a way. People that are hungry hold themselves to a higher standard. I'm not like everybody else. I know the majority of y'all cannot hear me. Cannot hear me because you're not like me. But there's some of you can hear me. There's some of you that know what I'm talking about. There's some of you that you know there's more in you. There's some of you that are great speakers and you don't even know it. You haven't even given yourself a chance. Just like me. I didn't do this for 14 years because I didn't think I can do it. Well, you didn't even try. You don't know what you can do. You don't have enough knowledge to be a critic of yourself. You've got so much in you beyond what you can ever imagine. Eye has not seen, ear has not heard, nor has entered the heart of mankind what God has in store for you. Sometimes you got to get upset with yourself. I got up around 2:30 this morning. I was walking around my room, and I can kick my own behind. Believe it or not, I'm flexible. I was walking around saying, what's wrong with you? And I was kicking my butt, saying, what's wrong? My own butt. I can make my feet come up that high. Walking around in my Fruit of the Loom. What's wrong with you? I wish I could push this computer back and let you see I can do it. I got flexibility. And so I'm going to maximize this time that I got left. Pretty soon they're going to be saying, hey, did you hear what? Les is gone. Nobody's figured out how to get out of here alive, but I want them to say, he's gone, but you know what? Man, that dude changed my life. That guy, Mamie Brown's boy, Dorothy Bell Rucker's son. Oh my God, this dude, man, when he spoke, he lit it up. Les Brown, he's gone. Man, I was in a bad situation. And I heard this dude, and he impacted my life. He changed my life, man. Wow. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. It's a part of the process. We all have an expiration date. Miles Monroe, who said, live full and die empty. Miles didn't just say that. Miles did that. Miles had over 30 books. I have Live Your Dreams, The Power of Purpose. I have 4 Stages of Greatness. You got to be hungry. I got more books than me. And you know what one I should do? I should do one. Your soul is calling you. I was talking with some speakers yesterday that there are things in us that we procrastinated, we put off, and that life is calling us to come up higher. That's why I can't wait. I can't wait for Friday, etc. I can't wait. I got so much stuff. And for those of you that are interested, I'm going to share with you some things. And how you can accelerate your ability to make money as a coach, as a speaker, as an entrepreneur. Because if you got a business, you got to tell the story about your business. If you're a coach, if you want to get clients, you've got to be impressive. You've got to be able to communicate. I don't care what you're doing. If you're knowledgeable, you're working for a corporation, 85% of your ability to get advanced is based upon your ability to communicate. So when you talk about mastering the mic, we're talking about mastering the art of communication. And sometimes you just got to get sick and tired of yourself. All the time I've wasted. I mean, it just, yeah. I was so mad this morning. I wasted so much time that I should have been doing what I'm doing now, this event. I don't know how many more I'm going to do. But those of you that can hear me in your heart, that want me to train you, there's no one in this industry that's training people that have my accomplishments or my skills in this space. And I ain't bragging. I'm not bragging. But I know how to bring a story out. I know how to teach you how to use your voice, how to use your facial expression, how to use your eyes, how to bring out your passion, how to use your energy. I know how to do that. I know how to make it against the odds. When I started speaking, there was no one on these stages that looked like me. If you wanted to help people in my community, they tell you, you ought to preach. I didn't want to preach. I needed church, but I didn't want to preach. I wanted to do what I'm doing now. I wanted to help people in a different kind of way. I'm sorry I'm talking like this, but you ever get mad at yourself? I was talking to myself today. And then I decided, you know what? I got a dog down here. Tita! Hey, Tita, I was talking to Tita, and she got so upset. She left the room. I got a dog named Tita. She's so cute. And she said, I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. And she went outside. And Tyrone said, if you keep on, I'm going to run away from home. That's my squirrel friend, Tyrone. Listen, have you ever been upset with yourself? I mean, come on. I can't be the only one. Somebody, if you know what I'm talking about, if you can feel me, if you've ever felt that, if I had my life to live over again, could I have done more? Yes. Well, I'm still here. I'm not dead. I'm not dead yet. I'm still here. I'm still here. Don't count me out because I'm 77. I'm still here. Don't count me out because I've had failures and disappointments in the past and been rejected again and again and again. I'm still here. Don't reject me because I don't play football or play basketball and I can't shoot like LeBron. Don't reject me. No, first of all, reject me. Doesn't matter what you say. I'm not rejecting myself anymore. I'm going to do what I can with the time that I have. You know how many I applied, and I never talked about it before because I found it embarrassing. I applied for so many different positions, and they said, you are old. You're a nice guy. I really admire you and what you do. But you're old. Your time is gone. People whose time has gone are taking a dirt nap. What the hell are you talking about? Don't make me lose my religion, as Mama say. Mamie Brown used to cuss all the time. How many of you, I know, I don't feel old. I don't feel 77. Come on, you old. Like I should go and park by the cemetery and say, y'all got any fresh open graves over there where I can just come in and jump in and y'all can cover me up and my family won't have to buy no casket? Or maybe y'all want to cremate. Put some fire on there. Let me see some flames right now. Let me see some flames. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. Oh my God. Oh, let me tell y'all something. I'm going with this room, and this training this weekend will be the best training I've ever done in my life. It will be the best. All kind of ideas are coming to me from everywhere. I said, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I'm not taking this to my grave with me. I'm just let it all loose. I ain't playing with you. I'm just talking to people who can hear me. Everybody, only a small number can hear you. I don't care. I'm talking to them. That's my assignment. He who has ear, let him hear. You ever get upset with yourself and talk to yourself and answer yourself? I asked myself, I said, what's wrong with you? These young people ain't got nothing on you. What's wrong with you? Come on. You still got it. Come on, don't buy into what they're saying. Come on, don't pull back and limit what you do. It's one thing about a pandemic. There's something of a fear-demic. A fear-demic of being rejected. A fear-demic of what if it doesn't work out? A fear-demic of what if they say, oh, he's too old, I'm not interested, and I don't have enough likes. A fear-demic that you don't have what it takes and what people are looking for right now, because all the people that would be interested in you, they're gone already. They're pushing up daisies. I don't believe that. I believe, and I might be crazy, it might not make sense, but what Donna Lawrence said is real. It makes faith. That some of y'all can hear me. Some of you can hear me. This facility where we're doing it, I got it set up for 70 people. 70 is my lucky number. I just turned 77. Trust me on this. I will take no prisoners and eat the wounded. If you're in business, you want to be there. If you're in multi-level marketing, you want to be there. If you are in coaching, you want to be there. If you want to learn how to coach, you want to be there. If you want to be a certified speaker, a Les Brown certified speaker, you want to be there. If you got a book in you, I got my own publishing company. I'm going to publish books. I'm writing more books. I'm going to do everything that's in me. I'm getting it out. If you got some stuff in you that you want to talk about, you want to learn how you can speak and create and experience it and have the versatility and flexibility to speak to corporations like I have, to speak to various groups around the world and earn millions of dollars like Johnny Winbury has, who I've trained, who wrote the book called the From the Hood to Doing Good. Ed Blunt, who's a powerful speaker. Stacey N.C. Grant. Shirley Davis. There's so many of them out here that I've trained. Dr. Delatoro McNeil, taking your life into a higher gear. Life saying, I ain't playing with you. You better get up. You better get up. The clock is ticking. There goes a second. You better get up. And so I got up. 2:30 in the morning, walking around in my Fruit of the Looms, kicking my own butt. I'm talking to myself. If you can feel me and you're ready to shift, as Dr. McNeil would say, your life into higher gear, I want you to go to lesbrown.com and get your tickets now. And the first, listen to this, listen to me now. The first 7 is my lucky number. The first, let me see. The first 35 people that do it, you're going to get $400 worth of products. And let me stop right there. I'm thinking about something else. But those of you some of you want some one-on-one coaching. That's real. I'm so upset. My nose running. Help me, Lord. Help me, so. Oh, my Lord. Ooh. And I got the air conditioning on. I'm just, shut up. I'm just, sometimes you go to sleep on yourself. I went to sleep at the wheel of my life, and I am the motivator because I allowed myself to be distracted, dealing with everybody else's stuff but my own, trying to intervene with one of my children who don't even call me. You better get up, Mr. Brown. You better get a game plan of what you're going to do, Mr. Brown. You have a strategy, Mr. Brown, to stay in good shape, to maintain your balance. Who's going to wipe your behind? What's your anti-nursing home strategy, Mr. Brown? You know, if you go to a nursing home, even if you have a long-term care, it's 90 days. After that, it's going to cost around $5,000 a month. Who's going to pay that for you, Mr. Brown? I got to put it myself. Okay, all right. But who's going to be looking out for you? You better have a program so you can be in your good mind so you die young at an old age and you won't be a burden to your children or your grandchildren or your 4 great-grandsons. Better have a plan. See, here's what happens. Retire. Why don't you retire? When you retire, you expire. Studies indicate people who retire within 2 years, they are out of here. I'm going to wear out. I'm not going to rust out. I'm not going to be sitting around and don't even know my name. No. If you feel like I feel, if you're ready to shift your life into a higher gear, if you are hungry, if you want to live full and to die empty, if you got a voice, you got a story, you got a business, you want to sell it, you're looking for a strategic partner. I'm looking for some people I can do some business with. And why? Because you don't want to try to do this thing in life by yourself. This is a time for strategic partnerships. This is a time to be in a community of collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships. I could have gotten a room that will accommodate 500 people or 1,000 people and made it free or made it a negligible amount of money to come. No, I don't want to deal with all that. No. I want to deal with a small number of people that I can focus on and bring their stuff out. Yeah. Okay. Celeste, I need you to do the interviews for me because I got to go cool off. I'm going to go for my walk. I've got my regimen. I'm doing my push-ups again. I'm going for a good 10,000 steps every day. I'm getting in shape. I'm going to get my 6-pack back. I got 1 pack and 5 packs are covered up. But I'm going to get my 10,000 steps in. I'm going to stick to it this time. Okay. All right. Tola, Get Celeste to do my interview for me. I'm going for a walk now. Get this vitamin D, get the sun in me. And I'm coming back home today. And for those of you, how many of you coming to see me in Orlando? Some of you in Orlando already need to come. Some of you in Miami. Some of you in Opelika, Liberty City. Some of you in Tampa and Jacksonville. Some of you in Atlanta. Some of you are out of the countries. There are people who call and say, I'm flying in from the UK. I said, come on, somebody. How many of you will be there with me? I don't know how many more I'm going to do, but I'm going to do this one. And I'm going to do it. I ain't playing with you. Okay, Tola, you got it. You have something special. You have greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye for now. Get your ticket. Get your ticket before they run out. Get it before they run out. It's going to be sold out. It's good because some of y'all say, you know what? He's making a point. He's making a point. We better take advantage now. Your people died today who ain't never died before. I know he did go there. Yeah, he did. Oh. You have something special. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. We're going to dance. We're going to learn. We're going to build incredible relationships. Incredible relationships. I believe in relationships.